Hello everyone. So today I'm gonna be showing you how to make costume models, or at least how I make costume models. So first, we go. Oh my gosh. So we go to our shapes and we go to this one. If you don't see this, if your shapes is more like this, go to View All Shapes, and this should pop up. Because I'm getting a feeling that I might have some complaints about that. So, yeah. And then have it to that. I'm not very good at explaining, so I'm just right. And then I'm gonna do do your settings into this. Should be this. Alright. And yeah. If this is your setting, that's great. Then you just make the circle. So for this, we're just gonna make a base model. So if you want me to make like any other characters or models you want to make, and if like a base model is kind of useless for you, then that's fine. But doing this will help you a bit with the settings and stuff. It and the setting might help you actually make RRS models as well if you want to do that. Anyway, we got our head. Now you could do a lot with this head, and like it depends. So like mainly I use this material a lot. But if you're like doing something more fluffy like an animal, get this up to 200 and maybe something like that. So, no, let's do a bunny. Just like a normal boring bunny. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this pretty big. And then do that. Alright, we're going to work on the nozzle. So I'm going to do something like this. Alright. Just to make sure, do that. Okay. And maybe like readjust the head shape a bit. That's something that I do a lot. And yeah. Then we're gonna get the teeth. Anyway, I use this for it. And yeah. Maybe like something like that. And then I'm gonna use a custom color for this. So do that and that. Then we're gonna go back to this shape. So yeah. Any people out there that wants to be like an RP creator or like a really good one, if you only know how to like make 8-bit stuff but don't know how to use like spears and stuff or tubes, this could be the right video to help you with that type of stuff. And also, if you want to subscribe to me on Rec Room, this is my profile, my @ not too long ago I just reached 200 subs, so that's cool. Alright. But yeah, we're gonna work on the eyes now. So I know that some people out there just loves doing that. Don't do that. It might look weird like that, at least in my opinion. Instead, do something like this. Let's move it more like here. And just to make sure it looks good. There. I'm gonna readjust the head a bit. Excuse me. Alright, now we're gonna work on the cheeks. I swear, if somebody takes that weird. Swear to God. We're gonna fix the head. Yeah, and while making an RP model, at least for me, you might need to do some adjustments. If you find anything weird, then you probably want to, yeah, something like that. That kind of looks weird. You might need to readjust a little bit. Something like that. Now readjust. Alright, now it's doing that weird thing. So, if you guys don't understand what I mean, look at that. It's doing that weird thing. So what I would do is I would move this a little bit over here. And then this should help out a little bit. Alright, now I'm gonna readjust some things that I might need to readjust. The reason why that even happened was because I was readjusting like the head and stuff. Oh God, I don't like that. So now I'm gonna do it again. Then just do this. So yeah. Yeah. Definitely go join the Discord as well if you haven't. There's a bunch of news in there for games and stuff. No like tutorials or anything. At least not yet, but yeah. And you're gonna do the eyes like that. It doesn't really matter how you make the eyes, if I gotta be completely honest. But yeah. You could do it like that. Or yeah, let me give you some ideas. Do it like that. Or you can do it like that. But it's your own choice. And I'm gonna readjust the nozzle. So yeah. So the only reason why I'm even doing this is because I kind of feel like we should have more RP creators. And I mean like good RP creators out there. Because, you know, I don't like there being like a lot of build your own games. Like, let me go to play. Like, if you go into the new tab, you're probably not gonna see some RP games anywhere. Like, you're gonna see build your owns. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Invincible, but I'm not the biggest fan when it comes to bullet drones. So as you see, you're not really gonna. Well, this is an RP, but not the most greatest. No offense to that person that made that game. But yeah. And there's some there's also like fun Playhouse RP games that are pretty bad. And let's try to have less Fun Houses games and like more like, I don't know, be like a stylized person or just an accurate game guy, or you like, or if you like making horror stuff, I could definitely do stuff like that. Just like if you wanted me to like do not cute stuff, then I could definitely do that. Make a tutorial of that. But yeah. Anyway, we're gonna work on the ears now. Not much people know how to do this, so first you gotta. Oh wait, hold on. Just to make sure to have your settings like this. Yeah, this is the most important part that you need to do. But yeah, and then we're gonna size ourselves up a little bigger while doing this until we like. All right, now. I'm gonna fix some issues with this until it's okay. There we go. Now I am going to do this stuff. Alright, just to make sure it's on like 200, it doesn't really matter where. It doesn't have to be exactly 200, but it needs to be close to 200. Alright. Gonna readjust some things. Make sure that if you're wondering how I'm doing this, be on this one. And yeah. That. Alright, now we're gonna do that. And boom. Now, if you don't really like how that part is, that's an okay thing. Is we could just do this. I'm not a huge fan of this part, but it's the only way I know how to do this. So. And boom. Oh yeah, I need to do whiskers as well. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna turn this off. Then. Boom. Boom. Then boom. Then we're gonna mirror clone. And boom. There's that. I probably forgot some things, so I apologize about that. Alright, So we're gonna start from here. We're gonna do like the little cutesy mouth part. So yeah, if you want to be like a big time creator like Jmore or JSG or Snowy, this is definitely the right video. I'm sorry for like keep on repeating it. I'm just giving you guys some ideas of what you could do. Yeah, this is pretty much an idea type thing for making RP games or like RP models, because I do want there to be more people actually working on RP games, RP models, you name it. And I definitely want them to look good. I mean, they don't have to exactly look the greatest, but at least make them look decent. Like that's all I'm asking for, really. I don't really think you really need that. Never mind. Alright, so we're gonna put this at 8. And this at 5. Because we're gonna be adding the little hair. And boom. 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 And that's a bit of hair right there. If you want to, you could also add some hair. Or, not hair, some fluff. Right here. Something like that. Especially if you're like doing like some kind of like Bonnie model or Spring Bonnie. You could definitely do some like stylized stuff like this. I do love seeing like stylized stuff. Definitely. Like, let me show you some. This is all my favorite stuff. It's RP games. But yeah. Alright, and I think that should be the head. And then if you like side it down a bit, should it look pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty much the head. I would say that it looks fire, but we're not done yet. Alright, so I'm gonna spawn in a little dummy. And when this is posted, this should be on like YouTube and TikTok and stuff. So if there is any like people you know on Rec Room that likes RPs or like wants to be a good RP creator, definitely show these videos to them. And I want you to like not just show one. I want you to show all of your friends this. Yeah. Share on TikTok. Send a link on Discord. Do stuff like that. If you're not really a big time or want to be an RP creator, you just want there to be RP games, definitely send this to people that do want to be a good RP creator. Or like people that are struggling that's trying to make RP games. Definitely show this to them. I mean, look at this head. This is pretty good for a head, so now we're gonna work on the body. Now, the reason why I brought the dummy pretty early is because we're gonna need it for this part. So we're gonna... Is this on? Not quite yet. We don't really need it. Right. So we're gonna add the body. So yeah. Alright, and then you might need to size this up to make it look a bit smooth. Alright, I know that bunnies are pretty chubby, so I'm gonna do something like this. Hold on. 200. And if you want to, could add some fluff, like right here. Boom. And yeah. And while you're doing this, if it doesn't look good at the first time, then just know you guys might need some practice while doing this. Alright. Now we're gonna merge and alright. Now for this part, you could do without gloves if you want to, guys, but for this, I'm gonna do gloves. So I don't really know what the... No, I think I'm gonna use the same material that I'm using right now. So we're gonna be doing this. Actually, no, let's don't do that. I have a better idea. So, do something like this. Alright. So now we're gonna do this. Now, make sure your hand's like a good size. You could also make your hand just to where it's just a circle hand, but that's not what we're doing. To me, just doing circle hands, you're not gonna really learn anything from just doing circle hands or just doing very simple stuff. I would, if I were you guys, I would teach yourselves to like, figure out how to make like the fingers and stuff. Not that I won't teach you guys how to do that, but I'm just saying. Alright. There's that. we're kind of going off of Looney Tunes type thing. Like a cartoon character like Bugs Bunny. It's kind of what I'm going off of. Right. Now, this will be the fun. There we go. Then we're gonna just... There we go. And something like that. Then if you want to, guys, you guys could do this. Alright, now we're gonna configure this and open that up. And turn this all on. And we're not gonna allow full body. And if you want to, you could have the clip sound happen, but not a huge fan. And then, yeah. There's that. If you want to, you could fix that. I mean, it's not really the biggest issue, but just something. Make sure. But yeah, that's pretty much the costume model. And yeah. And just in case, if you guys don't know how to save inventions, there's a couple of my friends that don't know how to save inventions. Just do this, name it, and then yeah. And this is gonna be another thing I'm gonna do for you guys. If you don't want your model publish or save, just put on use only, because that's what I would do. If I were you guys, I would do that, because whoever you meet, and if they're asking for your model, please don't unless you know them. But yeah, that is your basic bunny model. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. My name's FBM, and I'm out. Bye.